Hello friends, you are watching Physio Guru. Welcome back to my channel. Today's topic Januarum. So let's get started. Firstly, we will talk about the introduction part. Januarum, also known as bow legs, defined as lateral angulation of the knee. The longitudinal axis of femur and tibia deviates medially. Means when we draw longitudinal axis through femur and tibia, then it will be look like that it is deviated medially, but actually there is a deviation of femur and tibia laterally. And medial angulation of foot occurs. Now the types. There are two types. Firstly, physiological, which normally disappears at the age of 4 years. Second, pathological, when there is any pathology responsible for this, and it can be unilateral or bilateral. Now, what are the causes behind it? All the following conditions affecting medial side of the knee, which will result into genu varum. Unilateral side can be affected due to firstly growth abnormalities of upper tibial epiphysis, osteomyelitis, trauma near epiphysis, and tumor near epiphysis. Bilateral side can be affected due to congenital causes, metabolic disorder like rickets, idiopathic, degenerative disorders, developmental disorders. Now, the clinical features. The group of features found in genu varum condition known as varum complex. It mainly of two types, primary features and secondary features. Primary features are there is only one feature, lateral angulation of knee, and the secondary feature which results due to primary feature like in-toeing of both feet. Patella faces outward while walking, tight medial and lax lateral structures of knee, and internal torsion of distal tibia. Here you can imagine that when there is an internal torsion of distal tibia, that will automatically result into in-toeing of both feet. Now, the assessment part. How will you assess a person with a genu varum condition? The point you have to see is first the intercondylar distance. Firstly, you have to approximate both the ankles, then distance between the femur condyles are measured. If it is less than 3 or 3 cm, then it is okay, but when there is greater than 3 cm, then you can say that deformity is present. Second, plumb line. Now what is plumb line? Normally when a line passing through ASIS means the anterior superior iliac spine, mid of patella and medial malleolus, it will be straight. But in genu varum, when you draw a line, then medial malleolus lies inside the plumb line and the mid of patella will be automatically outside. The third point you will see is Q angle. Angle less than 17 degree shows bow leg deformity. And the fourth and last is radiological assessment. And the last radiological assessment, a line will be drawn through femur and tibial shaft and the angle between them is taken, which will show you the deformity. Lastly, the treatment of this condition. Treatment include orthotic treatment and surgical treatment. Orthotic treatment includes shoe modifications, KAFO, that is knee ankle foot orthosis with medial bar and lateral straps. Then surgery treatment includes lateral closed wedge osteotomy of tibia when skeletal maturity is done. Again, then there is lateral epiphyseal stapling when child is within the growth period. And the treatment also depends on the severity of the condition. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe this channel.